Hey everybody, Chris Paget here at the Happy Place Homestead. You know, there's always something to do here. Anybody who does farming or basically is alive knows that there's a to-do list usually a mile long. We got a lot of stuff to do. And here at the homestead, there's tons of big projects that we're doing. Lots of very important ideas, lots of dreams. We did a whole bunch of stuff already. You've seen some of the videos. We're working on this big garden right now. We've had a big heap of chickens, animals all over this place, and we're working on ways to get them on that rotational pasture. It's a big deal for us. But there's a lot of small projects that we're working on too. These are really important as well. Sometimes because they're a little bit smaller, they get left delayed in their getting wrapped up and finished. So today we want to talk to you about a couple of these small projects that are really important and they have to get done. And so we were able to squeeze in the time because honestly, that's kind of what happens with these projects. They get squeezed in here and there when we can do it. So enjoy the journey. Here we go.
Okay, the first smaller project that we needed to work on and finish, because it's been taking months and months to actually do, has been the swing set. Now, some of you might wonder, like, why build a swing set, right? I mean, I know that people with families have swing sets in their backyard all the time, but how is a swing set an important addition to a homestead? Well, and it really does come down to the fact that we have a lot of kids. And so our youngest daughter just turned 9, and I wanted her to still enjoy a childhood. And I think that learning how to swing is an important part of a childhood. But also, we have grandchildren who come to the homestead quite a bit to visit.
He's nice, baby. He's a nice baby. Your big cousin. You can help him.
He's just staring.
Help him. He might fall down. Your big cousin.
It's like a Wild West shootout. It's like,
Nice. You want to show the baby? Nice. Hey, Oliver, you want to show the baby the goats? Show the baby the goats. Say, come on, baby. Say, come on, baby. Yeah, good. Get him. Hold his hand.
Oliver, hold his hand. Oh, you hold.
We've had a lot of videos this summer about with Caswell here. We've had little Oliver came to visit right before the wedding. Our granddaughter Audrey, who used to live in the mustard seed cabin, she comes on a regular basis. And I wanted them to be able to have a place to play. We also ask if you could please like and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate it. We could use your help in spreading the word. We like what we're doing here, and we hope you do too. So I researched and figured out how to make a swing set. Now, of course, like many projects that I do, I started out very simple. I thought I just want to have an A-frame swing set that we can put a couple swings on and simple, easy peasy, no big deal. But then my daughter was like, but I really want a tree house. And of course, I still want to build her an actual tree house, but I might do that in connection to the swing set down the road, maybe next year. But of course, it made me think, well, maybe I should build the little tree, like the fort to the swing set and the slide and all of that. And so I started looking and I found this design. Now, the one that I saw on Pinterest is actually, if you were to look at it compared to mine, that one's much prettier. It's so cute. They did such a good job at painting it, but I avoid painting as much as I possibly can because painting requires repainting. And so I would rather have bare wood than painted wood most of the time. Day one of the swing set build. Hey, Caswell.
Yeah, bring it over.
Pick up the beam, Caswell.
Pick it up. It's just the window frame that's not open.
That up.
Joe.
Kind of on the way, Joe.
Joe's gonna have to be inside. Noah and Colby, you're gonna pick that up. We're gonna feed it into there, and I will hold it up.
No.
Okay, maybe. If Joe's gonna be holding that end.
I think it's even worse.
Here's the net, and you can screw in on the top.
Caswell.
Screw it in like that.
I would say if you can go even. Come on, Joe.
This is going to go in and it's going to hook into that. All right. And we have 2 of those on both sides. Noah, can you put this on top?
Let go.
All right, now here's what's going to happen.
Well, here's the other thing too, is that there's a little bit of space that we can put like a dowel, and something to roll it in and screw it down.
I think the coolest feature about this whole playground area is the tilted roof line. I have a thing for funky roof lines. Earlier this summer, I built a small tool shed for my little garden in the front of the house, and my son and I, Noah, we built this, and I wanted it to have a funky roof line, and it does. It's kind of like off balance, off center. It's a cute little tool shed. That video is available for you here. This idea of a clear plastic roof I thought was genius, because here, more often than not, we have cooler weather than we do hotter weather. And so this clear plastic roof allows the sun to come through it and warm up the space inside. So hopefully that the kids will have more use out of that space inside the playhouse. So like I said, this project took me many, many months working on it slowly by slowly. Because it is a smaller project, I didn't have a lot of time to commit to just building a swing set. But the last few days, we were finally able to finish the project, and I can mark it off my list, which is always a great day for me to mark off things off my list. But I got Chris up there, and he was able to drill through and get the holes through that big 4x6 beam across the top and get the swings hung. And finally, Ella was able to swing on it.
That's secure.
It's the chain is the only thing I'd be worried about. Those things will hold an elephant, but the chain, no.
Yeah.
Ella, you okay?
Come on, you can do it.
Terrible. She's already broken her arm once on the playground. Here's another project that's easy to kind of let, I don't know, fall through the cracks is the annual chimney cleaning. Now, normally we would pay someone to do it, but because, how do I put this? But because the pandemic has completely ruined our lives, I'm going to do this myself. What could go wrong? Okay, so, firewood and burning firewood is a big part of our, annual prep. Basically, winter lasts here about like 6 months. So we run our fireplace a lot. I mean, honestly, 6-7 months out of the year, the fireplace is going, but it does get used a lot. And so this is a big part of the deal, is maintenance of the fireplace. We want to make sure that we get the flue cleared out, the chimney cleared out. We put this in with a little brush, and we try to get all the creosote off, because if it builds up, it's easy to ignite, and sometimes that can have an unhappy ending. So with the Happy Place Homestead, we're going to do all we can to have things remain as happy as possible.
Hey Colby, can you
Did I tell you I'm afraid of heights?
can you hold the ladder? You look kind of cute up there, baby. Where are you going? Sweetheart, right here. Right here.
Thanks.
We don't use the chimney. that chimney was connected to the big fire furnace in the basement. We don't use that anymore.
It looks like I need screws. Like they're
A screwdriver.
like they're bolts.
Can you try pulling it off and like, will it just pull off gently? So that just twisted off. That's awesome. You can do it, honey.
I don't know how you know if it's.
So you just have this big bend here. You get it past that bend and then you're good to go. There will be a bend actually into the fireplace itself, into the stove, but just firm but gentle.
No, it's just.
Okay, so I'm gonna go down to the fireplace and look and see what, hopefully there's a lot of soot that's come down through the chimney. Actually, nothing at all. Actually, it looks pretty clean. All right, so we might have to take apart this in order to get it cleaner. See, I think here's the real issue, is that there's a big bend right there. So that tool is not going to make that corner. Huh. Next, maybe we'll take that apart and see if soot comes out of there. I bet it will. One day I had a neighbor come over and he was in the house and the fireplace was going and he was like, oh, you know, you have a stove, because this house did not originally have a fireplace or a wood stove inside the house. The only wood stove that was in this house was a wood furnace in the basement that we've never really used, and we finally actually disconnected it completely from the whole vent system. But he said, he was like, oh, you have this fireplace. So, yeah, that's really great. Oh, does it heat the house really nice? I'm like, it does pretty well. But I told him, I said, you know, but the problem is that we go through a lot of wood, because in order to heat a house this size, we have to burn it wide open. So we don't like choke the fire at all. We burn it wide open all day long and into the night. And so we go through wood pretty fast. But he says, oh, you know what? Actually, that's better anyway, that when you burn your fireplace wide open, you're less likely to get a buildup of creosote. So it's safer in a way. And so that was kind of reassuring to me that, you know, because we use good quality, dry, hardwood, and we burn it wide open, hot, we're just less likely to have creosote. So it's safer in the long run.
That's cool.
I can't.
That's all ash.
Wow, yeah. So nothing really came out, huh? It all stayed in that little tray thing? Having a hard time seeing. There we go. So should I get the little,
Oh!
got your mouth full?
It's just thick. What? I don't remember how to start a fire.
First fire of the year. Woo, woo, woo. And by the way, we have a video that we will put right here that will show you the amazing transformation that we did in our living room space. We call it the fireplace room, but with how the room used to look kind of like the inside of a ship, I think. It was awful and very depressing. And we turned it into this really beautiful gathering space. So check out that video.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you like the videos. We do it for you. And actually, we kind of do it for ourselves too, because it's on that list, you know, the big list, the small list. What are some of those small list things that seem to get overlooked for you? Leave it in the comment below. We'd like to hear that basically we're not alone, that there are other people who put things off too. So anyway, have a great day, or evening, or afternoon.